Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. My name is Abdul Hamid El Alonto, and I will be reporting about the city once called Uruk City, a city that was known for during in the ancient times, at the time where the Sumerians began to civilize in the world. It was also known as the very first major city, constructed in the 5th century, also known as one of the largest Sumerian cities and the most important religious sites in Mesopotamia. 5000 BC through the 5th century AD was the time when it was continually inhabited. It was once ruled by King Enmerkar, though the list of a king mentions a king of Iana before him. But there was no building stones in the location of this city, and lumber was limited, which could mean that this was the biggest challenge that they had to create. The Sumerians were able to build the city using only mud or clay from the river, which they mixed with reeds, producing sun-baked bricks, a truly groundbreaking engineering feat at the time. They used the bricks to make houses that protects them from the harsh weather and to build a wall around a city that prevented wild animals and neighboring raiders from entering. To give you an idea of what Uruk City looks like, I use rocks as a substitute for a model. Imagine if this was a city, but if it was more structured than ever. Uruk City was a metropolis at that time, dominated by massive mud brick buildings adorned with mosaics of painted clay cones embedded in the walls, a magnificent work of art. But where was Uruk City located? It is located in modern-day Iraq on an abandoned Euphrates River channel. This picture shows what Uruk City looks like now. The city remained significant during the 3rd millennium BC, but fell in importance towards the end of that period. Indeed, until the end of the Mesopotamian civilizations, Uruk played a significant position in the mythology of the Mesopotamian civilizations, like the Epic of Gilgamesh, a story that was inspired by the king Enmerkar, the king of the city's first dynasty and the hero of the famous epic named after him, built the city's walls dedicated to the goddess Inanna or Ishtar, goddess of love, procreation, and war. But how did this infamous and historic city had created an impact for the people around the world today? The city was not only known for its structures, but also their earliest clay tablets that are found in each levels and simple labels and list with each pictographic symbols, which dates back to the origins of writing roughly 5,000 years ago, an invention in which Uruk played a significant part of it. And lastly, Uruk was one of the first monumental structures built in architectural history. And today, millions and millions of architects are now able to build any kinds of structural buildings using bricks, though not being made from the same materials as to make from Uruk City. We are able to be inspired to do it as did the Sumerians did during the ancient times. And this concludes my report on Uruk City. For more videos, please subscribe to my channel. Click down below, and thank you.